8. Signs you have no discipline. It doesn't always start with failure. Sometimes it starts with comfort, with little compromises, with telling yourself, it's okay, one too many times. That was me. I wasn't falling apart, but I was slowly falling off track. I didn't notice it at first. I was still getting things done. I was still showing up, but inside I felt scattered, out of sync. And one night, staring at a screen full of open tabs, half-done tasks and zero progress, I realized I didn't have a productivity problem. I had a discipline problem, and I know I'm not the only one. So today, let's talk about it. Not to shame you, but to wake you up. Because the first step to becoming unshakable is seeing where you're still shaky. Here are the 8 signs you have no discipline. And if they hit hard, that's okay. Awareness is power. Let's start. Sign number 1, you constantly hit snooze. It's not just about sleep, it's about avoidance. When you hit snooze, you're telling the world, my comfort matters more than my commitment. It's a silent rebellion against your own goals. And every time you delay your day, you delay your life. Sign number 2, your to-do list is a graveyard. You make lists, sure. You even highlight them in color. But most items stay unchecked. Why? Because writing plans is easier than honoring them. Discipline isn't planning, it's executing. Real discipline lives in follow-through. Sign number 3, you avoid discomfort at all costs. You scroll instead of starting. You snack instead of facing silence. You say later to everything that feels hard. But here's the truth. Growth lives in discomfort. If you always choose ease, you'll never become strong. Sign number 4, you seek motivation before action. You watch videos, listen to podcasts, wait for inspiration. But motivation is like the weather, unpredictable, unreliable. Discipline, on the other hand, is a furnace you light yourself. If you need to feel like it to start, you're not leading yourself. You're following your mood. Sign number 5, you break promises to yourself. You say you'll wake up early, eat clean, start that project. But when no one's watching, you abandon your own word. And with every broken promise, your self-trust erodes. Discipline is self-respect in action. Sign number 6, you say yes too often. You overcommit, overbook. Say yes out of guilt or fear of missing out. But every yes costs energy. If you can't say no to others, you've already said no to yourself. Discipline isn't just about pushing, it's about protecting your time. Sign number 7, you blame your circumstances. You say you're too tired, too busy, that life is just too chaotic right now. But here's the harsh truth. Discipline doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It creates results in the middle of chaos. If your story always ends in excuses, it's time to change the script. Sign number 8, you always start, but never finish. You're a great starter, a dreamer. You love beginnings, but the hard part isn't starting, it's staying. Discipline finishes. Discipline shows up on day 3, day 30, day 300. Because it's not about hype, it's about habits. I know these signs because I've lived every one of them, and maybe you have too. But here's what changed my life. Discipline isn't a trait, it's a choice, a skill, a muscle. It's built in the moment you don't want to do the thing and you do it anyway. It's built when you wake up on time, when you keep your word, when you shut the door on distraction and sit with your discomfort until it becomes your edge. No one is born disciplined. We build it by choosing structure over chaos, consistency over comfort, commitment over excuses. And the beautiful thing? The moment you start honoring the smallest promise to yourself, you begin to rewrite your identity. You stop being lazy. You stop being unmotivated. You become someone you can rely on. So don't be ashamed of where you are, but be honest. Call out the signs, then start small. Wake up when you said you would. Do the thing you've been avoiding. Finish what you started. Discipline doesn't show up in fireworks. It shows up in silence, in the moments no one sees, in the choices no one applauds. And that's where greatness is born. Drop a comment below. Which of these signs are you calling out in yourself today? Subscribe if you're done waiting to feel ready and ready to become ready. Because discipline isn't punishment, it's permission. permission to evolve, to lead, to rise, one choice at a time.